Dulabam Gajananam Ekadantam. Hi everyone, this is Vinay from ASTROLOGIC. The $1,000,000 question which everyone has today is when the pandemic is going to end. Right? So before we go to that, this is probably one of the last video that I'm making on COVID. I've been making videos on COVID for the last few weeks. If you have not watched them, please go back and definitely watch them as well. So before we get into when the COVID is going to end, let's go back a little bit in history. When this COVID outbreak happened in China around October-November 2019, everyone thought this is probably one of the virus which is very similar to SARS or any other virus which came before that. Then the astrology prediction started. So a lot of people started saying that this has happened because of one of the solar eclipse which happened during December 2019, where there was an involvement of 6 to 7 planets. So people started referencing this when COVID reached peak during March 20 last year. So a lot of theories started coming out why the corona pandemic started. Okay, and post that, people also started predicting, astrologers also started predicting when the pandemic is going to end. Some said June last year, some said December last year. Okay, even I gave a prediction that on my channel that we will see a significant difference post Sankranti this year. And yes, we did see a difference. The infections came down drastically. People restarted their normal lives, as if the corona has faded away. But just after Ugadi this year, the second wave hit us very hard, especially India. And rest of the story, all of us know what is going on. So what does this mean? For, in my opinion, the entire astrologers community has failed in either predicting the reason for outbreak of this pandemic and also when the pandemic is going to end. So why is this happening? There are great astrologers with immense knowledge and experience who have predicted a lot of natural events across the globe using mundane astrology. But why this time it is becoming so difficult, right? So when I started pondering on this, I started connecting the dots and so I share what I feel with regards to this. Before that, we have to understand the scientific angle. A recent investigation by UK and Indonesian scientists is saying that this virus is not a natural virus. It is human made. I had this doubt long back. In fact, many of us had this doubt, that China might have manufactured this virus, right? But there was no substantial evidence to that. Slowly, we are getting the evidence for this. So what do I mean by this virus is manufactured? According to the report, the virus, the coronavirus, has been extracted from the bats. Okay, and there was a research or a program called gain of function. Google gain of function, you will definitely come to know a lot about it. Basically, this was a research work in China where they were experimenting with certain weak viruses, and they were inducing certain things to those weak viruses, and they were playing around with that. Mostly what has happened is that when they were experimenting with this coronavirus, and when they had strengthened this virus through certain ways, the virus might have got leaked. So this is a human made virus. Please underline this fact because this is important. We'll come back to this later. Why this is a human made virus? The report by the UK and the Indonesian investigating scientists also say that typically the viruses will have 1 to 2 amino acids, but in this case they have found 3 to 4 amino acids which are not natural in case of a virus. And also it is difficult for a normal virus to mutate so quickly and become so life threatening, or to attack the immunity of a human so badly that it becomes a life threat. All of this is indicating that this virus being a man-made virus, not a natural virus. Now let's go back to astrology. I will take an analogy now. I usually also predict the outcome of cricket matches, whether it is one day or IPL, right? I stopped doing it for IPL. I was not publicly posting it because in most of the IPL matches there is a probability of match fixing. Not most, in some of them, and it gives an adverse result. So what is astrology? See, using astrology techniques and methods, you can predict certain things if they are natural. If there is a manipulation, then the astrological predictions won't be accurate. I hope you are understanding where I am coming to. If coronavirus was natural, and if there was no intervention of human beings in strengthening it or altering it, probably the predictions would have come true, the astrological predictions. Because it is manipulated, it is a creation of humans, astrological predictions may not work when it comes to the end date of the COVID. Therefore, in my opinion, my personal thought process is that please don't believe anyone who gives the end date to COVID. Some are giving end date as this year, some talk about 2023, and the World Health Organization report says that the COVID or its variant can continue to trouble us till 2025. So therefore, when it comes to COVID, predictions on end date can be inaccurate, mainly because of the reasons that I mentioned, that it is a virus which might have been created artificially. There is a manipulation involved, and the virus is not natural. Else, it will not have the strength and ability to cause so much of damage which it has caused now. So please understand this. Continue to be safe. Please follow all the protocols like washing your hands, wearing masks, social distancing, and let's hope that we all will come out of this very soon. We can only hope. Please don't believe any prediction which says that it is going to end by this date, because that may not happen. Don't plan anything based on that. Okay? Please take care. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu.